Hey, it's Mo.
It's your girl JT.
Hey, it's Sade.
And I'm Philly, and you are now tuned into Decoded.
All right, guys, so welcome back to episode 20.
Wow.
I know, 20.
2020 vision.
We're okay.
No, Muffy, we're not. Oh, God.
It's okay.
We're not doing that again.
Grown.
No more 2020 vision, please.
Dog, we asked for 2020 vision and we see clear and we're stressed.
It's okay. You guys, you know what? You're right. I shouldn't have asked for that 2020. It's cool. It's cool.
All right, ladies, what's everyone sipping on today?
Oh, snap. I forgot.
Oh.
Honestly, I had enough to sip. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you drank what? Bellini? Lemonade?
Yeah.
I had sangria.
Honestly,
Ooh.
I had a Bellini too, and I came back home and I made a green smoothie just to say I was drinking a green smoothie.
Balance.
Oh my gosh.
Just for this?
Same thing. I had like Cersei tea because I'm like, I need to flush out all this toxins.
So I just literally finished it. I couldn't, save it. I just couldn't. So it's gone now. But that's what I was sipping on like 10 minutes ago.
That's so funny.
Okay. I'm just having water.
Oh, of course.
Just, trying to keep the skin clear. So water it is.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. So let's get into this week's lowdown.
All right, guys. So let's talk versus battles. Maya recently said that she's open to do a versus battle. What R&B artist would you guys like to see her face?
Maya? I thought she retired.
That's a good. She got married. How do you even? We talked about it on the show last year, no? But she had the beach wedding.
Yeah.
But music though.
Who's checking for Maya musically though?
Oh, we threw a
no shade. No shade.
We just threw a whole tree.
No, but I love Maya. So we have to. No, remember we have to. Oh, you know who she has to go against? Like it's a must. Like honestly, like. Who runs the versus thing? Not Specs at the bottom.
Swiss Beats.
This girl said Specs. I'm sorry.
Who? Dance hall.
Okay, sorry.
If you know Specs, you know. If you know, you know. Okay, but anyway, Swiss Beats and Timberland. They need to put Maya with Ashanti.
I was about to say that. You stole my answer.
No. Don't try to act like.
Honestly, that's a wicked comparison. Still,
yeah, Ashanti for sure.
100%. That's the only. Who else could she go with? That's it.
She can go against Candy.
Who's Candy?
Wow, we're just throwing a whole bunch of trees.
R&B Candy.
Who's R&B Candy?
Candy
like
from
hip hop. Candy Bird.
From 3LW. No, what group?
Candy. What?
Not 3LW. What group is that?
Clearly, she's not relevant.
Escape. Wow.
The one that's on Love and Hip Hop.
No,
I don't watch no Love and Nothing.
She's from Desperate Housewives.
Real
of Atlanta.
Housewives.
Of Atlanta.
This is embarrassing.
You know what? We just need to. This is. Someone said Love and Hip Hop. Someone like.
I'm dead. No, but yeah. So we all agree, Maya and Ashanti. No?
Definitely. I see that working for sure.
That's so funny.
I see it. I think they should make it happen. If it's Ashanti, they also check. Versus, you guys also check. We need the bag.
Swiss Beats.
We need the bag.
That's facts. All right. So, what were your favorite? Okay, so what were your favorite battles? Your favorite versus battles?
Ugh, there was a whole lot.
There was. Let's run down some that happened. There was Babyface and Teddy Riley. Jill Scott, Erykah Badu.
Can we park at Babyface and Teddy Riley?
Yo,
that was the first one. You want to park?
Listen. I'm just happy we were able to birth a lot of memes for that. I live for meme culture. Okay.
Yo, that Teddy Riley meme.
Anything to make a conversation spicy, I'm happy. I'm down with it. So when I got new meme content, I was grinning. Okay.
Oh, that was bad.
It was embarrassing, but it's fine. It's good for content. It was embarrassing.
I'm just so upset. I don't know if I'm upset or if it was like a real. It was too entertaining. The fact that the man just tried to set up a whole ass production. The man thought he was a diva.
Yeah, but that's what you get when you're nuff.
And then nothing was working. The whole thing had to lock off.
The devil's a liar.
Okay, who else? Finish your list. Who else was there?
There was John to Austin and Neo, Lil Jon and T-Pain.
Sorry, who's John to Austin?
Hey.
You know, Monique.
Who is a John?
I can't even lie. I didn't know who John to was either. I can't even front.
John to Austin, he's a singer and a songwriter. He works with artists like Jermaine Dupri,
What does he
by Michael
sing?
Cox.
Give me one song. One song. That was on the
Oh,
radio.
he produces.
Yeah, he's a big producer though.
He made like songs with Beyonce. He produced a lot of good music.
Okay.
So we need to stop throwing trees at people.
Sorry, John.
Okay.
Sorry, Jonta.
Let's see here. Who else was there? There was Buju and Beanie Man.
Yo.
My personal favorite.
Yeah.
There was Ludacris and Nelly and 112 and Jagged Edge. The list goes on and on, but that's just to name a few.
Can we just, since we're already parked for Teddy Riley, can we just park for Jagged Edge? Were they using like a flip phone to record? Like, what was going?
Yo, they're probably using a Nokia.
Nokia. They wanted to take it way back. Like, if we're going back.
You know, right? You're right. You're right. They're from like the early 2000s, right? So they said, let's bring it back. All right, it's cool. I completely understand. Because the way that video was glitching, freezing, it sounded like they were having audio problems. I just think if you're a celebrity, everything should be A1. There shouldn't be room for error.
Yo, look at Jamaica, the Jamaica one. No Wi-Fi problem, you know.
Honestly, I big up to Digicel though. Digicel, they had to get a check.
Don't kill me.
Digicel had to get a check.
The only problem we had is that the police came, but you know, that's all right. That's completely okay.
Please don't revoke my black card. I missed that Versuz. Please, you guys don't revoke my black card or come for me. Don't throw no trees at me. I missed that Versuz.
I reminded you.
Yo, Mo was in my text messages right at 8 p.m. and said, tune in. And I said, I can't.
But back to what Mo was saying, honestly, it wouldn't have been like Jamaican bashment without the police trying to lock it off still.
Yo, that was so funny.
But I heard they bribed the police though. I rate it.
Oh, for them to leave?
Yeah.
Duh, of course. I'm sure they did. I'm sure the police went there just because he knew he would get a little change. You think he actually locked it off? He didn't want to lock nothing off. The man wanted a little change, yo.
But honestly, I would say that one was my favorite. I'm not just being biased and saying because my Jamaican background and culture, but honestly because people from all over the world, from all different walks of life, were honestly thoroughly entertained by it. Yeah. And even they're open to the diversity of the music that the Jamaican culture is submerged in, and even the crossover to the many songs that were even produced or made with R&B or even rap artists in the United States. Yep. A lot of people didn't even know half of the songs that Buju and Beanie Man were both a part of, the collaborations with other U.S. artists.
It's true. I didn't know. All I know is Jamaica. Good job.
If you guys didn't know, what makes you think I would know?
Since you weren't even there, man. You let us down.
I wasn't there. You're right. You don't even go here. I know.
I'm dead.
Let us down. But yo, my favorite,
I did.
That was my favorite. That one was one of my favorites. I felt like that was revolutionary.
Oh, but it was.
If you know me, you know I'm gonna have to say,
go to church.
Don't sleep on the Fred Hammond, Kirk Franklin one, okay? People need to start sleeping on that one. That one was so.
Yo, nobody was asleep. Nobody was asleep. We were woke. We were woke.
There was like 30 people on there. I was like, am I in the right spot? Am I in the right? Like, there was, compared to the numbers we were seeing with the other ones, there was barely anyone in there. But it was good.
Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge. For example, Quarantine Radio's breaking records.
That's what I'm saying. And we're out here praising God, and everybody lost and found. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was.
But you don't know, people like trashiness. People like girls shaking their ass.
But yo, Kirk Franklin will make you clap. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll make you clap. So
what? Clap what? Clap what? What are we clapping?
You should have said he'll make you stomp.
Moving on.
No, I need you to confirm. What are we clapping?
Clap your hands, man. Why you gotta
do this? Clap. I said ass, and you said Kirk Franklin make you clap.
No, man. That wasn't. I didn't mean to do that. No. Okay. Moving on. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, Kirk. I meant clap your hands. Whatever. But my next favorite was Alicia Keys and John Legend. Okay? John Legend's dance moves are very questionable. And I think it might be because of who his wife is. But
can we park? Since you already brought his wife, I need us to park. And maybe some of you might not remember. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I already know what you're going to.
But do you remember when we were in quarantine? We were all heartbroken. We thought the world was going to end. Everyone thought everything was a lock off. I was just already preparing my will if I needed to. And does a live concert. He was like one of the first people to do a live concert. And Chrissy Teigen had to be so extra and come with a robe and you see her bum cheeks. I'm being dramatic,
was so
obviously.
rude.
But yo, it was so distracted. Like, I felt she kind of took away from that moment from John Legend. And he kind of gave her a look at a point like, yo, fam, I'm kind of into this. Why you here? And then she wants to go and advertise
deodorant.
Degree deodorant.
She was putting her deodorant when the man's singing Ordinary People. Like, sis, you're ruining the whole moment.
Someone put Chrissy Teigen where they found her, man. Like, nah, she kind of ruined that moment. I was actually enjoying it.
It was
like, I actually felt
I turned it off.
I kind of felt disconnected from like what was going on for a moment, and I was kind of tuned in because John Legend, I'm gonna give him his flowers. His vocals are A1 for someone to actually like serenade me through the phone with
it was for you. It was for you.
I was right to sign his DMs. What do you mean? I was like, if you want to see towel, I can show you towel.
Wow.
That's what you want to see?
Wow.
All right, sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry. We're just talking about Kirk Franklin, and I'm here.
Honestly, the one with Alicia Keys was good, man. It was good. And not really John. I don't really know much of his music, but yo, people don't recognize how much we grew up on Alicia Keys music. That girl wrote music for our little high school, elementary love affairs. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I was like, wow, this girl's like angelic to me. I just love her. Yeah. And while we're on that topic about angelic, sorry, I'm only supposed to say two, but you know me. Yo, Erykah Badu and Jill Scott.
Oh, that one was a whole vibe.
That one was
I think at this point, I think someone just needs to replace me at this point. You guys need to remove my whole black card. I didn't see that one either.
What were you doing? What were you doing?
We're in a pandemic.
Everything was a lock off. What were you doing?
See, these are the questions I don't have answers to, because this is how stuff get out in the open. I don't need to be in the open, you know?
Oh my gosh. Which one was your favorite though? The ones that you did see. Probably one.
Okay, that's a really good question. You're right. No, I actually saw two. So my fave that I like is, I'm gonna start with Neo and Jonta Austin.
Oh yeah.
That one was A1. There was a lot there. Neo kind of came on as a producer and a singer, and there was a lot of songs I didn't know Neo produced, along with like Mariah Carey, like certain songs he did I did not know.
Can I ask you a question before you move on to Jonta?
Go ahead.
Was Neo wearing a hat?
Oh,
I just want to know if that's still a thing.
Oh, why
Monique went there?
You know Monique does this to Neo every time. Remember when we were talking about his wife last year? I wanted that picture. She asked, "Does Neo still have his hat on?"
No, but answer it though.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, he did have his hat
on.
To
the side, to the like on a slant.
Was he wearing a fedora? I can't remember. I might have to pull up the video again.
Okay, sorry.
You know, I don't notice Neo like that. I love his craft. I love his music. So I was there, you know?
Yeah, I feel you.
And I was introduced to Jonta at that moment. But that man, I'll give him his flowers. He produced some good music.
Some
good hits. Some of your faves can't. So that was my fave. Like, they were giving me hit after hit. And obviously, I'm a little bit gangster. So obviously, I like Jada Kiss and Fabulous. I was disappointed. I thought Fabulous was going to win that. But he kind of disappointed me. It seemed like Fabulous came unorganized, and his DJ was really distracting. His DJ seemed like he wanted to come and take the shine in the moment. Like, his DJ was like, this is my time to shine. Versus Jada Kiss's DJ, who's just there to just do his job. Because Fabulous DJ was in the middle of the point, dancing. Who asked you, sir? Aren't you supposed to be turning the table, sir? Why are you there? But the moments I lived for was when Jada Kiss's liquor, what were they drinking? Douce? Hennessy? I don't know what they were drinking, but when it finally hit him, I was like, this is it. This is the level of drunkenness I aspire to be.
I didn't even watch this one. I didn't even watch it, yo.
Yo, the man he was talking about if he eventually gets married, he's going to get Fabulous to sing. You know that song? I'm so into you. Okay. He's going to get him to sing it out of his wedding if he gets married.
I'm dead.
If. He threw in the if. But since we're talking about that, there's a whole mix of apparently it was supposed to be Ashanti was supposed to sing that song, or there's Ashanti's version, but then he gave it to what's her name?
Tamia.
Thank you. Yes, Into You.
It was really supposed to be for Ashanti?
Well, okay, it's Tamia's song, and then apparently there's an Ashanti version, but according to Fabulous during that live, he said it's because Tamia had to get throat surgery. Wow. So that's why they had Ashanti do it. But then Tamia came back and cleared the error on Twitter and said, sis, I have all the albums. I have all the music. No throat surgeries. Come at me.
So maybe Tamia
That's
needs to go against Maya then, if that's how she feels.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yo, I should have.
Or even
Swiss Beach.
No, Timia versus Ashanti. Just for this. Timia versus Ashanti. Just for that. It's fabulous drama.
Oh yes,
but you're right. Versus should holler at you.
They should.
That, you know what? Honestly, it's crazy that you said that Ashanti initially was even supposed to do that song, because there's another song that Ashanti initially was supposed to do, but they gave it to J-Lo. I'm Real with Ja Rule.
Oh yes, why they play
That's
like
crazy.
that?
Yo, maybe
give Ashanti her
flowers. Gave Ashanti the song she was supposed to get. Maybe she wouldn't have to do Pretty Little Thing advertisement right now.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Monique,
I think this episode should be called Throwing the Tree, because we're throwing a whole bunch of shade.
Yo, the girl
Pretty
Little Thing. I said, what is this?
No, I can't let you. I can't allow you. I'm an Ashanti stan still. I've loved Ashanti since I was a kid.
Her Pretty Little Thing campaign though was fire. We spoke about this in a previous episode, so like I can't even discredit the girl. It was fire.
We know the clothes were good, but the song. No. I
didn't even know there was a song.
Okay, that's the problem.
I'm sorry.
Right
I like Ashanti. I'm an Ashanti fan. I can't accept this right now. I can't accept it. I can't receive the message. I can't.
I'm dead. But honestly, this Versuz thing. You're still sad about Ashanti, or can I go?
You can go, Mo.
We're here.
Are you done defending her or not yet?
We're good. Okay, I took her under the tree still. She's back in the sun. No more shade.
No, I rate her still. She gained some points from me, like from when she did the cover. Remember we talked about the cover of Tory Lanez thing?
Chicks Tape.
Yeah, right.
But honestly, this Versuz thing was so necessary. Like the way quarantine came, COVID came, then people, like, obviously we see police brutality in America and even in Canada. Like, let's be real, we needed something to just kind of like bring us some kind of joy, some kind of laughter, some kind of excitement. Because when you look at that stuff every day, first of all, you already think the pandemic's coming for you. Then you have to like literally watch videos of Black people getting killed. So it's just like,
oh my God,
the light we needed. So big up Swift, big up Timberland. Oh, yo, you know they recently, I think it came out a couple days ago, that Apple Music is working with them now.
Yes.
I was concerned because I'm like, there we go, like they're gonna take it from us. But in the caption or in the picture, it said like Black owned, so they still own it, which is good, because these companies will try to come in and take over our things.
I'm happy.
And that's something Beats and Timberland was talking about, because they were saying that a lot of major companies were offering to buy it from them. They're like, nope, we want to remain owners.
That's what we need.
But I'm happy though. When I found out that I didn't know, I'm not gonna lie, I just found out the same day that Apple was working with them. I'm happy it's owned by two Black men. I didn't know Versuz was ran by Black people. And I'm happy that people were able to utilize this quarantine, this COVID, and still secure a Black bag. You know? Like, I just love it. I love it. And not only these guys from Versuz, but even Tory, because we mentioned him earlier. Tory also broke records for quarantine radio. I love that. I loved how we were able to utilize our space and make people happy during the time we were down. And I feel like we need to give these people their recognition, their time. John Legend as well. Anybody who did stuff just to make other people smile and made me smile. All these Versuz I watched and concerts I watched, I was actually laughing. I forgot that I was in quarantine. And I rate that and I appreciate that. So shout out to everyone who did their thing.
100%, because it was dark and this brought a little bit of light, but
but there's not a lot of light though. There's still some dim light still unfortunately.
I know.
Yeah.
Nothing is fair, man.
Nope, nothing is fair. What's also not fair is that the cops are still not arrested who have killed Breonna Taylor. So we are still seeing in the media that the cops have still not been arrested. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that Breonna Taylor has now passed away months ago, and nothing has yet to come out of the case.
Honestly, that case is so sad to me.
It's a heavy one.
Genuinely, like, so heartbreaking. When I saw that police report, when it was blank, I
Oh
said,
my
no. Anyone who's seen this police report in that whole police station needs to be fired. How can you see something blank? She got shot 8 times in her home. Right now, there's a picture going around or a meme or whatever saying how she never received medical attention. She was still alive. Never received medical attention till 20 minutes after.
Yep.
And then the thing is blank. I just can't believe it's blank.
The reason why you can't believe it is because it's been going on. They can believe it. They've been probably getting blank news, police reports every day. They look at the address, they look at the name, they're like, okay, cool, not a problem. Let's look at another one. They've been skipping blank police reports all the time. This is nothing new to them. The system has been
when a whole life.
But look, this is probably one we've found out about. Look, think about the multiple lives that have been lost that we never heard a peep about. Something will keep going on if it's been happening before. Of course, a blank police report is nothing. It's nothing. We literally need to change the system. It's a system that needs to change. If the system doesn't change, all of this is for nothing. We need to literally start at the root, and which is the system, which is built against us.
So sad. Honestly, so sad.
Such a sad story.
It's too much. It's too
much. And
you
know what? It's like, they really don't want to arrest these cops.
For what?
Like, they really don't want to because, when Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? Look, sorry to use her, but when Beyonce speaks, it's done. You know what I'm saying? Like when
her or Jay-Z.
Yeah, but whenever these celebrities get involved, they're like, all right, let's see what we can do. And someone will come say something. Yo, sis wrote a whole letter. I seen a letter circulating and still nothing. So I don't know what it is. I
don't even understand what the state is doing.
I just wish they were, and that's the thing.
State seems to be lagging too.
If they were transparent with why, at least tell us why you won't arrest the cops. Yeah. At least just be transparent with the cases, because even if you think about cases that are happening in our area in Toronto, people have been killed and still there's no transparency. How, Sway?
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's
honestly
crazy.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Like, there's a meme that's saying, sorry Breonna, I'm taking it so long, and I think that's all we can say. Like, I'm sorry, because what more can we do at this point? Like, people are speaking, protesting, calling, emailing. Like, it's just a thing now where it's this
petitions. It's you know what it is? It's really heartbreaking for me. It's really, really heartbreaking for me. It's like, when are our voices ever going to be heard? When are people going to be like, you know what? We understand where you guys are coming from. When are people going to be like, you know what? Let's help one another. I don't understand. How can you guys have so much hatred for someone just because of the color of their skin that they cannot change? When does it end?
Well, moving on though, and speaking of arrests being made, we have seen earlier this week that Tory Lanez has been arrested for concealing of a handgun in his vehicle. At the time, Meg Thee Stallion was also found on the scene with gunshot wounds, which she later revealed that she had to have surgery to remove.
I didn't even know that.
Let's talk about it. Like, who can we really trust these
Before
days?
we get into that, this is Mo's fantasy.
I was just about to say that.
This is Mo's fantasy couple.
I was like, oh, thank you so much. You've ruined
fantasy couple
literally gone wrong. Like, I'm in negative 100 right now. Like, what?
And Mo
we were doing so good. Like, all quarantine, we were doing very good.
And Mo actually won the fantasy league because of this.
But let's be fair though. Let's be fair. We are seeing a lot of memes in the media. Projecting that 5'2" of Tory Lanez did shoot Meg Thee Stallion. I just don't know what to believe when it comes to this story, because we don't have the facts yet. We don't know if it was another group of people, shooting at them, and it happened to just be that he grabbed his gun and tried to shoot back, and something, what got caught in the crossfire. We don't really know. But there are a lot of speculations that he indeed did do it, but it's unfortunate and it's sad. Poor girl had to get surgery. So
can we just hold, I don't know, sit down in your living room, whatever you're doing. I just want to talk about that video where you can literally see blood coming out of Meg's foot, like trailing on the ground, and they have her walking backwards with her hands
They
up.
had her doing the cha-cha slide.
I don't know what the protocols are when you have to arrest someone with a gun. I don't know. But if I just see someone with blood under, like, don't you let them kneel? Don't you go up to them, then search them? Like, I don't know. If the person's clearly injured, isn't there another protocol? Like, I don't know.
Wow.
Well, then again, when you pull up to the scene, you don't know if the person injured is the one that was shooting the gun. Like, you actually have no idea.
Tori was on the ground. Right? They asked her whatever, because she looked like she was moving back for a minute in the video. I don't know. She was...
Yes, but she started out in the car, though, and they told her to come out. And when she opened the door, so she was in the car first. So when they pulled up, they don't know what the hell's going on. Who has what gun? Where is it coming from?
I don't know. This one's a sticky one. Yeah. Me personally, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me that Tori would do that. It just, I don't know. That's all I can say. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me though.
Yo, it's so confusing. Can I be a big party pooper? Like, sure. Because this is me. But I just feel like, first of all, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, these days, I just look at media, and I'm like, what is going on? I feel like this is just a bit of like, not a distraction.
Yeah,
it's just very hard for me to go from talking about like Breonna Taylor and like someone being killed to like, dog, what are you guys being so reckless that you're shooting up everywhere? No one knows who shot who. Like, why? Like, you know what I mean? It just, it's just like, what are we really doing? Like, I feel like we're taking steps forward, and then tomorrow we're in entanglements, and my friend, and I'm just like, yo, what is happening?
Honestly, I blame everything on the quarantine, the virus. I blame everything on that. Like, everything's just out of order. I don't know. Like, if nothing feels right anymore, everything's just...
It's just messy. It's just messy. But I just feel like, let's keep our eye on the prize, people. Like, we are meant to be, first of all, we're supposed to be social distancing. So how come some people be in a place and we still, that we don't know who did what? Like, are we not following the procedures?
At this point, I'm not surprised. Today we got a tornado warning in Toronto. I'm not surprised. Anything can happen in this year, and I'll be like, okay, cool. Like, I'm just not surprised anymore.
But the really unfortunate thing about this entire situation is that 2020 went from being Tory's, I think, like the best year of his career.
Valid point.
To being like the worst year with this entire situation.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because he broke records with like quarantine radio.
Yeah.
And he even did like a YouTube live stream, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was first. What was it? He also
his album was this year, no?
His album, and he also he was released from his record deal. He owns the rights to his music and everything. So that's a really big deal. It's just unfortunate to see those things overshadowed by the situation.
But let's just hope he was just protecting her. Like, remember, let me tell you something. The media is very tricky. Like, we could have the whole story wrong. Like, it could have been someone else that came to do it, and then he was protecting her, and accidentally, as he was protecting, like, I just want to give him benefit of the doubt until we know the full story.
This is where I stand.
The thing is that Meg said, she actually, in her statement, she said that she was actually shot with the intent of being harmed.
This is where I stand. If Tory doesn't, I'm waiting for Tory's statement and Meg's statement and the facts. That's what I'm waiting for. Those two, that's where I'm going to go moving forward.
But Meg already released the statement. You don't believe what she said?
No, I believe her. 100. I believe anyone who puts out a statement, anyone who's a victim of I believe you. I believe you, but she never said that Tory did it. That's so
exactly.
I'm not going to assume that Tory did
it. That's what I'm saying. We can't assume unless both parties come, or if there's like hardcore evidence.
It's messy, man. All I know is I forfeit the fantasy game. They really making me look really messy right now. Like,
you can't forfeit. You won.
I never asked for this. And then we have whose couple? A$AP Rocky and Rihanna. Who was that? Felicia? No.
Yes. So
big Fenty pictures.
They're just making moves with Fenty.
She's smart though, because that man's skin is a different kind of flawless. Wow. Different,
right? Okay, wait. I have a question. Do you guys think none of them are wearing makeup?
No. There's a makeup.
They're wearing a
No
little
makeup,
BB
makeup
cream.
look.
It's a no.
Exactly.
Thank you, Shade. It's a no
There you
makeup,
go,
no
Shade.
makeup look.
No, don't lie to me. If you're selling skin, you sell skin. Take off the makeup off your face, man.
It's airbrushed, but yo, A$AP Rocky from Jump, his skin has been.
His skin's flawless.
It's different.
He's neat. You could eat food off his face. You know, he's clean.
I think it has something to do with his diet.
I don't know if you would do that now. I don't know. These days you have to be careful what you do because the way that Corona spreads.
Yo, people aren't kind as they were before.
Oh gosh. Wow, what a life.
Okay, so let's move on to our last topic. The Smith family. They also made headlines. What was it, last week with Jada Pinkett, giving us not a new word. It's always been in the dictionary, but entanglement. Entanglement has taken over 2020. Let's just discuss a little bit. Let's park. Let's discuss what entanglement really actually means.
Didn't it replace situationship?
I thought it replaced all of them. Situation, anything with the ship at the end, that's not that wasn't publicly put forth. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what entanglement means.
Honestly, the whole of 2020 is an entanglement. So
thank you. That's it. I'm going.
Amen.
I think the episode's done.
Amen.
You just basically wrapped it up.
Everything is an entanglement. Like,
what do you mean? We're inside for 4 months, still inside. What do you mean we're only on stage 2? What is a stage? Why are we in stages?
Yo, Will Smith had to look at her and say, "A what?"
No entanglement.
No.
What? Oh, yo, Will's face literally looked like the same face from Pursuit of Happiness. The man's whole career was just summed up in that one face.
Yo.
Oh,
but the poor guy had to relive the situation. I think a lot of people forgot that this happened. What did they say? 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
He had to relive. Yeah, he had to relive everything in that hour interview.
But my question is,
it was rough for him.
It happened 4 years ago, but why is it coming up now? That was in the past. Why are we going back into the past?
Because I think August needed a check.
But
it's honestly, that simple.
Come on.
I don't really think it was August trying to be messy or him needing a check. It was I didn't actually listen to the entire interview, but it was an interview with Angela Yee, and she did ask him a question about that. And I guess he was trying to be transparent and tell his truth. So rather than shying away from it or not telling the facts, he just was honest and told the situation.
And you know what? I feel like, let's be real. If you are entangled in such a way where you've given the way he talks about it, I gave my whole life, my whole heart, whatever he said. I can't even watch these long things these days. Whatever he said, he was in love. Sometimes the man is dealing with his stuff. So maybe it's just now that he's able to come out or be intentional and talk about it. So, but that's the thing in life, step up to what you've done. Like, you have been in an entanglement. You have to be ready for this entanglement to come out whenever the people who are entangled with you are ready to talk.
But why?
4 years later, he can't be entangled. My guy, he could do it in 10 years if he wanted to.
He looked like he was madly in love. So why are we actually confusing being madly in love with entanglement?
No,
but she did that. That's what she did.
That's what she said. She said it's an entanglement.
But listen, didn't August know his role? You knew this was Will Smith's wife. You knew your role. Like, come on.
No, but remember, they were separated.
And Jada did say they were separated. Exactly. Cool, and they mutually agreed to be separated.
But at the end of the day, let's be real. Is she really going to date a man that's 5-10 years younger than her?
Yo, look at what
she said.
Business. Did you listen to what she said?
I didn't even listen.
Said she wanted to feel good. She said that she wanted to help him. To me, she it's like she saw a victim and she tried to heal him, and then as she was healing him, I genuinely feel they probably felt deeply in love, like romantic movie. Honestly, I believe it. But then
that's exactly what happened
together. But listen, to me, August can say what he wants when he wants. It could be 4 more years. If you're entangled, sir.
Oh, the devil's a liar. No entanglement is 2020. That was a lie. We're not accepting this. I refuse to accept it. No, we're not doing this.
I just feel like I look at that and I'm like, nah, no, man, that can't be me, yo. That's all. When I was watching that, I was like, what? And then they were like, bad marriages. Yeah. I was like,
bad marriages for life.
For who, sir?
My question is, when a couple separated, it's okay for them to date other people, mess with other people? Like, that's okay? Because
if they mutually agree to that, then yeah, I guess it's okay.
So what is
because
separation?
Will did say he thought that he was never going to actually be with her again. Like, that's just what they thought. They thought they were actually heading for divorce. Exactly. They just thought, you know what, like, our relationship now is just based on our kids, and that's it. So,
you know what? Marriage is. I'm not doubting that marriage is hard. And I'm not doubting that sometimes separation happens. Sometimes you feel like you're going to leave and then you come back. That's why it's really hard for me to look at the situation and really judge any participant. Because I'm like, I haven't been there. So I don't know what it's like to be in a lifelong relationship and then meet a next man that needs healing. And I want to, like, I haven't been there. I don't know what it looks like. All I know is I pray every night that I will never have to use the word entanglement. Because I don't want it. Like, and the way every preacher has been banging this entanglement series sermon, every pastor is using the word entanglement this week. It's so funny. Like, I love it. People are really taking advantage of this moment.
But that just goes to show you how much entanglements we really are in. I'm telling you. A lot of people are in entanglements and they don't even know.
Oh, they're gonna find out very soon.
And they don't even know.
The question is, are they the August, the Will, or Jada? These are the questions I need answers to.
Wow. That's sad.
Your role determines the next couple steps.
The only tangling that's happening, when you plug in your iPhone cord and the cord is tie up? That's the only entanglement in my life. You understand? That's the only thing I'm untangling right now.
Yo.
Oh, man. That's stress. That is some unnecessary stress right there. But whatever, August put out a song, the man's getting paid.
But you know what? This is what I'm going to say. Let's say if there was a publicity stunt or whatever, or if he just felt like he needs to put this out there to get streams, this hasn't drive me to listen to August's music any more than before. I'm still not clicking on his music. I'm still not watching him. I could care less.
I listened to the song last night, so he got.
That's you.
He got 2 streams from me that he never got from me before.
Listen,
so if that's $2 more for a braid up for him, then when he.
Oh my God!
This girl said a braid up. I can't.
He has braids, right? He has braids, right?
No.
He's rocking a twist out.
Okay, that's what I meant. Twist out.
He's not getting no views for me, and it's not because of like this whole thing. It's just I was never really a fan, and this doesn't make me want to become a fan. So it hasn't really done anything for me.
I don't know what the difference is between him and Trey Songz. I just don't. I never understood August. To me, like I just never understood him. I'm like, where did you come from? Why do you sound like Trey Songz? We already had him. Thanks.
No entanglements moving forward. That's all we need to know. Okay.
Okay, well, let's move forward with JT. You are up with the no filter.
Okay, well, since the only place we can go to is the grocery store, most of my no filters are going to be about grocery stores. So I had my niece and my nephew over this week, and there's 4 of them. So from age 1 to 10. So, I'm working from home too. So I'm watching them with my parents, and I woke up one morning and I'm like, oh, we ran out of pancakes. So, I ran to the Walmart, stood in line, got pancakes, and then I was price matching. So they told me there's like a 2-for-1. So if you get the pancake, you can get a syrup for 2 for $5. I'm like, all right, let me go get the syrup then. So I'm going to the syrup aisle. I'm just standing there minding my business. And then all I feel is like something just ram into the back of my leg, just where my ankle is. I'm like, no, someone did not hit me with their cart. Look, there's 2 guys. And I'm looking at them, they're looking at me. And I'm like, okay, so is there going to be an apology? Is someone going to say something? They looked at me and I was like, yeah, you kind of just hit me. And he's like, oh, sorry. And I'm in my head, I'm like, wait, how did you get so close to me? Aren't we supposed to be social distancing? 1. And secondly, how do you not see me in an aisle? Like, it makes no sense. And I'm standing there now, there's pain in the back of my leg. I'm standing here like, I didn't ask for this. Secondly, I'm wondering like, how are you not, like, I was just irritated. Like, just the whole experience in the grocery store is not the same. Like, I'm already annoyed. I want to be there. I hate people get too close. And the fact that I didn't get an apology because you hit me with your cart, and everyone knows that feeling is not the best feeling. Fam, and I was wearing flip-flops, so I felt that on all types of levels. All types. So at this point, I'm wondering if I should sue Walmart or him. Like, I didn't ask for this paid. Like,
ouch.
Wait, so you didn't turn around and say anything?
I turned and I looked at him. Like, literally, I gave him the eye contact. So, like, am I going to get an apology? I literally just said, like, you just hit me with your cart. And then he said, sorry. Literally.
So you didn't feel your cart lick up some, like, you know when you're pushing your cart and you feel it stop. So what do you think stopped your cart, sir? Like,
and like
air?
You know when you hit someone with your cart, you always know. You know that feeling. Everyone's done it to their parents. Everyone's done it before. Like, come on. I'm just hurt. Like, I just want to know if Walmart's gonna reimburse me for this, or like I just need to know who I need to come after, because
for your pain and suffering.
Thank you. I'm glad you understand where I'm going with this because.
But I'm still stuck on the fact that you're still price matching in a whole pandemic. Honestly, like, the way I go into the grocery store and I run, the way I go in with my mask and I hold my breath, there's no price, nothing. I don't even.
Wait, you're holding your breath under
She's trying
the
to
mask?
offer herself. Obviously, she's trying to offer herself in the 2020.
No, I have to because I'm scared.
Like, how are you holding your breath under the mask?
As long as I can hold my breath, I hold my breath.
Listen, you don't need to do all of that, okay? You know, we need you. Don't be.
Yo, if you watch the news and you watch the cases,
I think you're asking to be, knocked.
Dog, when I come out, you know when you like,
you trying to pass
when
out.
you get to your house and you like take your bra off, you're like, that's how I feel when I come out the store. I'm like,
listen,
like gasping for air.
Listen, Mo. So now you're gonna pass out. Someone's gonna come give you mouth to mouth, and it's gonna give you it's gonna just defeat, reverse everything you just did.
I never thought about that.
Someone's gonna give you mouth to mouth. You don't think people care about your life more than the pandemic?
No. That would be bad.
So why you rather no one give you mouth to mouth?
I don't know. I'm not speaking just in case. I don't want to say that. Then the time come and I need it and I've denied it. But that's scary, yo. You're not safe anywhere.
Facts.
It's facts. These days, if it's not the pandemic, it's tornado. If it's not tornado, it's something else.
Like, at this point, I don't know.
It's a man running over you with the car.
Just pay attention. That's all I'm saying. If you're in this mall, if you're in the stores, pay attention. Be aware of your surroundings. Social distance. Like, I just don't understand how your cart was so close to my body. Like, so that means if the cart wasn't there, you'd probably be right under my ass like that. Like, just pay attention.
Yeah, but that means he was not 6 feet away.
He wasn't. No, he wasn't. He doesn't care.
But the thing is, I did this by accident. I hit a person with my car a couple weeks ago. That's why I'm a little bit nervous to talk about this, because that was me. But the reason I'm telling you, I'm actually nervous. So I'm trying to stay 6 feet apart. But
you said sorry though. I just wanted him to acknowledge.
Yeah,
I just wanted an apology. Like, mistakes happen. But for me to turn my whole body, my neck, drop my syrup, and come look at you, now you're just asking me to do a lot.
That's so funny. No, people feel really entitled out here. Sorry for what?
Facts. And yes, I am price matching during a pandemic. What do you mean?
Same here. You need to save money during the pandemic.
Facts. I'm trying to stack. The 2020 vision is still there for me. It's a little bit blurry, but it's still there for me.
I can't do it, man.
But yeah, that's my no filter. Short and sweet. Keep your 6 feet.
Let's move on to this week's She's Got the Code. This week, She's Got the Code goes to KeKe Palmer.
Yes.
So actress, singer, and TV personality KeKe Palmer has been on our screens from a young age. We may all remember her from movies such as Aquila and the Bee, Medea's Family Reunion, Pimp, Joyful Noise, Hustlers, and so much more. She has also been seen on the front lines of activism recently, protesting in the heat of the Black Lives Matter movement. Recently in the media headlines, they've suggested that due to her strong ties to activism, her show on ABC, Strahan, Sarah, and KeKe, has been canceled. She spoke out about what really happened, explaining that this is a business, and a business that is very dynamic. And instead of thinking of me as a series regular, see me as a brand that works with the corporation, Disney, ABC News, and this particular show I was on is no longer. That does not mean the relationship I have with them dies. That just means it evolves. Wow. We commend you, KeKe, for continuing to be a voice working within your community and for little girls all around the world. As women of color, we must continue to fill spaces in which many of our counterparts may presume we do not belong otherwise. So congratulations, girl. You have got the
I love it. I love the classiness that she came with, because these days, I'm sorry, make someone cancel me. Cancel me what? That's a check. But my girl said we're gonna evolve regardless.
I love that. I love that part. That part just stood out to me. I love it. The mindset.
She said, "I'm not a." She's like, "I'm not a show. I'm a brand." Excuse me.
Yep.
Someone put that on a shirt.
She made it very clear.
Put that on a shirt.
Yep.
How do you mean?
Literally.
She made it very clear.
Wow. I love that. I love it. Love it. Love it. And I actually rate her for being any celebrity for being in the front lines, because at the end of the day, you are a celebrity. You know, people, even though you're in the front lines, people still kind of want to get autographs and pictures with you, even during these tough times. So going out there with no security, going out there marching, I rate anyone actually doing stuff like that, because at the end of the day, it goes down to our skin, color of our skin, and that just proves it right now. You know, she lost a check, a bag, because of what she was doing behind closed doors. So kudos to her.
But you know what? These days, you really got to look at, like, what is the bag? You know what I'm saying? Like, to her, like, yeah.
And where's the bag coming from?
Exactly. And it's like, what is the bag? Because remember, I think the bag could be more than money. Like, yeah, you haven't gotten, like, yeah, you might have lost a check, but you look how much more people you've inspired. Like, look how much you've done for your community. Like, that too is something that we should be striving for, and see as a bag, or see as something worth going after, money or not. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, not everyone can say that, because for me, if I lose something, the phone bill can't get paid, certain things that can't get paid. But for KeKe, when you know you can lose a check and your bills are still good, then go for it.
Yeah, and she's showing people, like, you know what, I'm here to stay. You know, I'm not just gonna be a talk show and you're gonna cancel me and think that I'm gone. Like, now I'm here to stay.
Evolve.
Wow.
Let's replace entanglement with evolve.
Wow.
That's what we need to do.
I love it. I love that.
I love it. That's a really good She's Got the Code. Shout out to her.
All right, guys. So that's a wrap for episode 20. Thanks for tuning in. You can follow us on Instagram at This Is Decoded. This is DCODED. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube. Just type in DCODED. Also, we love to interact with you, and feel free to slide in our DMs or email us at contactdecoded@gmail.com.
Bye.